Y'all, these two remind me of two toddlers arguing in the freaking playpen. Let me play my intro and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a crisis. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I must leave a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I want and
Hey y'all, welcome so much for coming back to my channel. It's Mocha Mima. Y'all, please remember to hit on that like button, that subscribe button, that make sure that bell turns black so you get notification of all the uploads. Now, y'all, Brandon and Kristina went live on Instagram Saturday night. Listen, these two tussle like they're two freaking 2-year-olds. They tussle like two crackheads over a freaking rock. They were getting on my nerves. The live was very long, and I just cut it down to give you a snippet. If you want to hear the whole thing, you can go over to their Instagram, but I'm telling you, it's a waste of freaking time because I listened to it, and all they do is go back over and over again. One point I wanted to bring up, thank God Brandon has cut that man bun off. As you see in the picture there, he has his regular hair, which is much better. But these two, who are the kids raising them? Because they're worse than two little kids, I'm telling you. So y'all listen to their live. They start, instead of them reviewing the show, they go back and forth so much. There's really no review. It's them just going back and forth. So y'all listen. I'm just giving it to you so you don't have to go over there to their Instagram channel. They are too much. So I'm gonna play that. Then I'm not gonna come back. The video will be over. Child, they tire me out. Like, what are they doing? Are they really playing with their marriage on this show? Like, I don't get it. But it is what it is. Y'all, please like, subscribe, click on the bell button for the upload, and put some ice on your head after you listen to them. All right, y'all. Peace.
Talking like he doing all this for the club. Let me explain this. So, Debo's is a newer restaurant in Southfield, right? It has like 8 owners. Most of those 8 owners are in that circuit, right? The same circuit that Bravo has been in since I've known him from back in the day. District 87, it has like 4 owners, 4 or 5 owners. All I'm saying is that these opportunities, these investment opportunities, these group economics, these were the things that I didn't even know were happening until it was already too late. And so that would have been, I would have been in that mix. I would have had those opportunities. This is not about the club. It's just about the circle that I kind of, left alone when I got married. And I mean, it's difficult because I do work a lot. But it's just levels, you know what I'm saying? It's just like levels. Like there's another level after Star Factory. It just is. And that is the level that I am climbing towards right now. What you got to say about that? See, this whole thing is a joke to her. Okay. Well, you make the money then. You make the money. You that next house you want, all of that. I don't know how we go get that.
You don't? Okay.
You ain't got nothing to say?
I mean, I still don't feel like those connections that you want to make have to be made at the club. Like, those are not the only connections to be made. There are other connections, other opportunities, other circles, other arenas that you can kind of run to besides that. I don't think that's the only way for you to get popping or to the next level.
It's not about me being popping. It's just the circle.
But there's more.
That is the circle.
There's more circles, and you don't have to be at the club to. If this is phone calls that can be made.
What you mean?
They
Nobody
could.
was calling me because I don't show my face. Out of sight, out of mind. That's a real thing. That is a real
Where are
thing.
those your friends if you outside
It's
out of
not about
mind?
friends. This literally is business.
Well, go to the club. Like, I don't be telling you not to go to the club. That's the
You
thing.
literally did three
But I
times
said I
in 3
don't
episodes.
like it. I always say that. I don't like it. It's not where I would want you to be. I don't. But I don't be like, don't. You can't go. Come right back home. Come back home.
Look, I
You
understand
go to the club. You've been to the club, and I haven't stopped you. You haven't been to the club?
I mean, I be having to like force my way there.
No,
And
you
you still don't be
don't.
happy.
You be at the club, and I
It's like
check your location, and you're at the club. And I don't be like, hey, you're at the club. Come home.
yeah, when you come home, you be all quiet and
No, I be asleep.
you can't because you can't sleep when I'm not in the house. So which one is it?
I mean, in bed at least. Not sitting up waiting.
Yeah, you be staring at the ceiling. So
Can I
anyway,
have my life back?
this is our live. What you mean? This is our live. Okay, so we just wrapped up episode 3. They didn't show the part where they kept handing me all these glasses.
He gotta be outside, Lakita. He wanna be outside. Go outside. Look, this is how I look at it. Brandon is gone from when he leaves for work, he doesn't come home till like 10, 11, 12. Like,
That's only a stretch of time.
okay, but if you're not getting everything you need done in that time, like even if you're not at
that is my work. It's like I'm talking about the next level of creative investment.
If you're not here, I can't be holding you back. It ain't me. You don't be with me. How am I holding you back?
Okay, normally I
don't even see the man.
I typically wrap up Star Factory around like 9-10, right? But if it's like Drake is here today.
Go to the concert. I told you to go.
You know what I'm saying?
I asked you if you were
going
going
to
to
the
go.
concert. I'm going to where he gonna be at afterwards.
Well, go. I asked you why. I told you to go. Why you ain't go?
I thought we was going together.
You said you didn't feel like it. Stop playing. Lakita, you hear these games. Lakita, was not on the phone. Lakita is
Why is it like 5 o'clock? Where Drake will be at 5 o'clock?
Lakita, I was on the phone. Lakita is Bravo's wife. Was I not on the phone with you earlier, Lakita, talking about we want to go out tonight? We knew that there was a Drake concert.
It ain't too late. The night is young. Let's go.
When we got back in the house, I said, "Are you going?" You talking about no, I don't feel like it. That's you. I didn't tell you not to go.
At that time.
Did I tell you?
We still was gonna watch the show and then come talk stuff on Instagram.
So why you ain't go?
We can still go. What you mean? We can go.
Go. I don't want to go. You go. See, the man don't be wanting to go. He playing.
No, I'm going.
Thank you, Lakita. Y'all see this in real time.
No, I'm going.
He be fronting. Don't nobody tell this man not to go nowhere.
No, I'm going.
I don't tell.
I'm about to get in my car right now. And
Bye. And get off my life.
First off, this is our live. You see both of
You
our
see
faces.
him trying to hijack my life.
Both of our faces. We've been married so long.
Let me get to my people, because let me answer these questions.
Brandon, there's a lot of connections to be had at church. Nikita, who I'm gonna meet at church?
We go to church full of doctors, lawyers.
Okay, what you want me to do? Be a surgeon, a surgeon's assistant?
They invest and they have other connections. That's not all they're doing.
Well, all I know is that I am the people that share opportunities with me. I know where they at.
Well, go be there. What in the world?
You say that now, but come on now.
No, go.
But anyway,
Thank you. Give her life back.
I do admit that I was wilding in that episode. I was really being selfish, and I was like really just really holding on to my mission of just really trying to get my relevance back, because most of my homeboys that I used to be out here with now, they have moved on to, the next level of their careers with investment and owning, different businesses and restaurants and things of that nature. And yeah, that's because I hear about all the opportunities after they pass. So yeah,
what does that got to do with me?
It's okay. Okay, Nikita, I'll go to church.
No, answer that question. What does that have to do with me? If you're not getting these opportunities, if people are not bringing them to you,
you have a strong disdain for me to be where everybody's at it at one time.
The club. So everybody is at the club. Only these business deals are going down at the club. That's it.
That is where the community of it happens. It's not like when you think of the club, you think of booty shaking, you think of alcohol, you think of, what I'm saying, just like all of the negative aspects of it. When I think of the club, I'm only
when
talking
I think
about
of the club and you going with
thing move.
When you go in the club with Bravo, what do you always say when you're around Bravo and you have a shot? How many shots do you end up having? Look at the camera and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Lakita, keep blaming on your husband. Every time he go out, he come back saucy and he blames it on Bravo. So if you want to be making these business deals, you need to be sober minded. But you drinking and coming back with too many drinks and blaming it on Bravo. So which one is it? No, I don't want you at the club if you always talking about Bravo made me get drunk. Period. That's the end of that. You have nothing to say. I don't want to. No,
can you let me?
I don't want to go to the club, Classy K. I don't even want to go. That is not. He can go by himself.
Now look, Bravo does pride himself on getting people drunk, and that is the one hurdle I'm still trying to, get over. But even in Bravo's drunkenness, he's made some very solid and admirable business decisions and investments that I just wish that when those conversations were being had, I had an opportunity to jump in,
But if you was drunk at the club, you wouldn't have had no conversations about that. Hi,
it's
Michelle.
Courage. But, yeah.
He does need to be in different rooms. I agree. But don't be going out. If he was going out to make these connections and not coming home drunk and saying, Bravo made me
I don't
get
be coming home drunk. I do not come home drunk. You ain't never seen me come in like, hey, girl.
You don't. Get that kind of
drunk. Time tonight.
But you be having too many.
I come home like.
What just happened the last time we seen Bravo?
I had a very I was a little tipsy, but I had a very we were talking to Alvin, the producer of Love and Marriage Detroit. He was like, I couldn't even tell he was drunk. I couldn't tell he was drunk at all.
But I know you're drunk.
What is okay? Look,
Look what happened up here. Look what happened on the episode tonight at Pure Vin when you had too much to drink.
Okay,
you see, that's what I'm saying. See, now y'all seeing the truth. This man can't handle his liquor, but he wants me to give him.
I wasn't being disrespectful.
You were being disrespectful. Have you lost your mind?
What part was disrespectful? I didn't call you any names. I did maybe stand up and tell the whole. Okay, look. The part that is slightly disrespectful is when I said, "Hey y'all, my wife is not insecure." I was just letting them know that she wasn't insecure. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't seem like it's insecurity. It just seems like for some reason you just hate the club. And for all y'all that for this Love and Marriage,
there are other business mixers you can go to. The club is not the only opportunity.
Yeah, them happen once a quarter. Come on now, like that.
It's only the club that you have an issue with, Kristina. That's it. He knows that. Let's address this whole insecurity thing. Let's ask Brandon, does he think I'm insecure? Brandon, do you think your wife is insecure?
Nope. No. So, okay, look. When we got married 12 years ago, I like Star Factory has like most of all the artists in Detroit come to Star Factory first. I groom all of the artists first. They come to me. 80% of them are women. 80% of that 80%, they are beautiful. And 80% of that 80% be wearing like
And
less
have I
clothing.
ever had a problem with your
No.
beautiful artist?
No, you have not.
I've never had an issue with Brandon having artists. I've never had an issue with them being beautiful. I've never been on his head about artists. I've never done Y'all would have seen me roll up to the studio if I had a problem. I made a call to see when my husband was coming home. Now I'm insecure. Like, if I was insecure, I'd be rolling up there like, who you got in here?
No,
he does never known me to do that. I've never done that.
Her only issue is the fact that the amount of time that it takes to develop and push an artist when it's your artist. So like my clients, they pay for my time. They pay for like 2, 3, 4 hours a week, and then I'm done with them. But when I have an artist, it's like you have to get emotionally invested in that artist and their story and their brand and their message and their music.
And y'all see what happened when he did that last time.
See, this Love and Marriage episode 3.5. So y'all basically getting a whole new episode.
But that's the truth. You just said it. I have to get emotionally involved, emotionally invested. And if you're not careful, it can turn into something else. That's my only thing. Are you ready?
Everything is Anthony's fault.
That's my only thing. Like, there's no insecurity about artists. There's no insecurity about females. None of that. That's never been our issue, ever. Like, his artists always end up being cool with me, my friends of mine, or I'll style them or I'll help them in some capacity. That's never been an issue. The issue is, like he said, the time away from home, like him having to pour so much time into other people, but we already don't get enough time at home. Like, we already don't see him. So when there's an artist involved, it's like,
and that's the is the most frustrating part of my career, is because, like, I develop so many artists, and then every now and then somebody really dope will come around that, that could really take things to the next level, but I just don't have the time to put into them. And if I did, I don't, because if I'm putting time into them, it's literally taking time away from my children and my wife.
So I kind of think, honestly, and I'm just going to be real transparent, I kind of think that there was a time that you resented me for that. I don't know if you did it on purpose or if you knew it was happening, but it's like, it's my fault. Like, because you got married and I happen to be your wife, and now you have to come home and you have to be accountable as a husband, and you have to make time to be home, and you can't do this because it's taking too much time from home. I feel like it became my fault.
Yeah, there's truth to that. There's truth to that, because when you have your own business, especially like for the years and years that I've had it, it's like I created a job. It's not like I was this boss with all these employees. There's really only one person in the city that can do what I do. So since I have to be so hands-on, like my job is to develop the people who pay me. But then my passion lies in really finding diamonds in the rough and lifting them up to the next level. My passion lies in songwriting. Like, literally, the instant we got married, I stopped really being in the studio. I stopped writing songs, But
I was in the studio with you before we had kids. I spent all my time with you in the studio. I was literally helping you write songs. Yeah. I was supporting you in every way that I could. Like, I ran Star Factory for you. And it's like, you forget all of that. But when I had kids, I can't do that.
I don't forget that.
But you said, I don't have my wife's support. I don't have my wife's blessing.
I was saying, like, when you did have kids.
I blessed Star Factory.
It was a major adjustment for me to have to stop doing all of that, because you wanted me home. That used to be my oxygen.
Listen to what you're saying. Because you wanted me home, it becomes a me thing, and it's not a me thing. You're required to spend time at home because you are a husband. Yeah, but I asked you to marry me.
Career. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
But I didn't ask you to marry me. It's like I became your wife, And now you have to stay home, and now it's my fault because you have to spend time at home. You have to spend time with your wife. I honestly feel like some men in certain industries probably shouldn't get married because they have to dedicate so much time to their businesses and to their craft. And I feel like those are the type of men that end up resenting their wives when they're held accountable to be present at home or be present as a husband or be present as a family man or even come to church on Sundays. It's just like it becomes our fault when it's like you asked the woman to marry you. You should have known like what you were going to be required to do or the time.
Lakita, can you jump in on here because it don't seem like your husband is never home. I want to hear what you got to say about this.
Yeah, Lakita, come join our live. This is Bravo's wife. Let's see if she'll join. Lakita don't like the spotlight,
because
though.
Bravo be out here.
Chris, insecurity isn't always a bad thing because it actually makes you stronger and real, and the most importantly, honest with your feelings. For as long as I've known you, I've never seen you insecure. Aw, thank you, Wee Wee. That's my girl, I agree. I 100% agree. And I'm not saying that I don't have insecurities in certain areas. I feel like everybody has some insecurities. My insecurities are just, they're not with other women or with his artists. My insecurities be like, ooh, my teeth, let me give me some braces. Like,
Lakita said never. What you mean? You gotta start practicing for season 2, Lakita. Come on.
She was the lover and the secretary.
Is that a Mary J. Blige?
I was a lover and a secretary. I was, and I paid my dues to Star Factory. So it kind of hurts sometimes when you say, "Oh, she not supportive." It's like I gave some good years to Star Factory. Your artists ran me into the ground, like where I was like, I cannot do this anymore.
What you think they do to me?
But that's what I'm saying.
And so,
but
when I'm trying to do like next level things so I can graduate from that life, it's going to be another round of sacrifices.
I know, but don't say my wife doesn't support me because I did that.
No,
it's just that I have children now.
I know you just don't see the value in when my face is showing. Like when I used to have artists. If I didn't take them to the radio station, if I didn't take them to the club, their records did not get spun, even though the records were still hot. It's just like, you have to show your face. You just have to be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. You don't understand that part of it. And I'm about, look. To me, I be work. See me do me dirt. So me by that work. When you walk a line. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart.